Welcome back to the Unshakable podcast. I'm Pastor Andrew Doucette, and I appreciate you joining me once again. I hope you enjoyed Deacon Julie yesterday, as she had a powerful testimony of what God has done in her life, and she challenged us that we need to remain unshakable and anchored in the midst of the storm. So I thank you, Deacon Julie, for that powerful devotion. Today, I want to talk a little bit about unshakable faith and what it means to have unshakable faith. It can be difficult at times to remain unshakable because circumstances change, circumstances shift. And I want to look at 2 Corinthians chapter 20, verse 12, where King Jehoshaphat prays this powerful prayer. He says, "We do not know what to do, but our eyes are on you." Have you ever had a circumstance like that in your life before, where it's like, I don't know what to do, God, but I know that you're in control? We don't know what to do, but our eyes are on you. This is unshakable faith in action. And so what's taking place in this story is that these three armies have come together, formed a coalition to come against Judah. And at this time, it seems overwhelming. This is not one army, it's not two armies, it's three massive armies. And so Judah is outnumbered, they are overpowered, and they are outplanned. And they have no strategy, they have no military edge, and they don't have time. Everything is coming against them. And in the natural, this battle seems like it is already lost. But yet Jehoshaphat does not panic. He doesn't pretend that he's strong. He doesn't lean on his own intelligence or experience. He gathers the people, they stand before the Lord, and they just say, God, we don't know what to do, but our eyes are on you. And I know what is challenging sometimes in our natural is that we face struggles, and maybe you are a problem solver in your job, maybe you're a problem solver in your home, and we are sometimes people that everyone is looking to for answers, and so we always are trying to provide the answers. Sometimes to our detriment of our Christian walk, we provide answers that we are supposed to go to God first. Sometimes it takes a significant storm that tests our faith before we will turn to God and say, God, I don't know what to do. I have exhausted my natural resources. I don't know what to do. I am overwhelmed. And sometimes God will allow those circumstances to shape us, to strengthen our faith, and make us unshakable. It's like, you don't know what to do, but I do know what to do. God, I don't have all the answers, but I know that you have the answers. And God answers. He just says, don't be afraid. The battle is not yours, but it is God's. So Jehoshaphat believes that word before he even sees the wind. That's where unshakable faith starts. It starts by understanding that before I even receive the answer, God has the answer. Then you can proceed into any situation and know that God, no matter what the result is, I know you have the answer. So before they even get the breakthrough, he appoints singers instead of soldiers on the front line, and they are praising before they even get a breakthrough. He worships before they get a victory. And as they worship, God set ambushes against the enemy. So faith doesn't have to be passive optimism that, God, I just know you're in control. Faith is just choosing your focus. Jehoshaphat wasn't strong, but his focus was strong. Shakable faith will stare at the size of the army. Unshakable faith stares at the one who rules the armies. This is where our fasting can come in, because fasting will sharpen our focus. It takes our attention away from other things and it puts our focus on God. It takes our eyes off the army and it locks onto a God who is unshakable. Fasting will weaken our self-reliance and strengthen us with God reliance. You cannot be unshakable while your faith is anchored to your own ability to fix things. You must have faith in God and not your own feelings, not in circumstances, not in your own strategies. And like Jehoshaphat, stand still and trust. Like Jehoshaphat, worship before the breakthrough. Like Jehoshaphat, fix your eyes on the one who fights for you. Ask God today, God, will you strengthen my faith so that it can become an unshakable faith that will stand strong, that I can sing loud before I even get the answer, that I can believe fully because your God has never lost a battle. Can you trust him beyond your own understanding? Will you be willing to pray bold prayers? And I want to encourage you with this. This year, maybe you're going to face a storm that you know you don't have the answer to. Turn to God in these moments, because faith can be a muscle that is built through resistance. As you face challenges, as you face difficulty, God will build your faith. Maybe you need to keep a notebook either written on your heart and also written on paper of a God that has answered prayer after prayer after prayer. As Deacon Julie shared yesterday, there was a storm that they went through. Both Deacon Julie and Brother Cyril both came out of that storm stronger. Yeah, there might still be some scars. There might still be some fear and some remembrance of what has taken place. That was a difficult storm to go through. But man, we came out shouting and worshiping, knowing that God brought us through. And now after that, I can now say, God, you brought me through that. You will bring me through the next storm. And so I want to just ask God today, God, would you give us an unshakable faith? God, I know that with the many people who come to EBC Meeting Place, we may have 350 people on a Sunday. We have another 300 people that may watch online. We have so many people that are connected to this house. We are not immune to storms. There are going to be people in this house who face a very difficult year. There's going to be people in this house who face a year where they overcome difficult challenges. But God, I ask right now that we'd be a people that would trust you in the storm, that no matter what we go through, that we would know that you go with us. And God, I ask right now that after we face these storms, that as we go through, that we would be able to then latch on to other people and say, hey, look what I've been through. God brought me through. He will bring you through too. Give us that unshakable faith, God, and help us to know it doesn't matter if there's one army, two army, three armies. God, you are a God that will help us overcome. We give you thanks and praise in your name, Jesus. Amen. God bless you today. I pray that you have that unshakable faith and that God will bring you through. We appreciate you being with us today. God bless.